120 people were out of power. Now it's down to about 6 because they've been here for a few hours. Now, troopers say they were first notified of a suspicious car when they were in Lebanon County. When troopers say they tried to pull the vehicle over, they say the driver then sped off, and that's when the chase began. Now, it all ended here along Fishing Creek Valley Road in Dauphin County, where several poles were snapped in half, and one witness says it's unbelievable what he heard.
I was actually just falling asleep and I heard a loud crack, and then I saw sparks flying. I knew right away somebody was running from the cops. Lost control up here, and he hit a pole down the road a little bit, and it looked like he hit a ditch, flipped, caught my car, and somehow flipped over top of a little tree here and landed in between a tree and the telephone pole upside down.
See a female jumping out the third-story window, and then her boyfriend, and he was naked. He had no clothes on. And he jumped out the window head first. He had to, because that's how fast the flames, they spread fast.
Antone Arsenic lives across the street from where the fire happened.
You can feel the heat from right there. It was like opening your oven with the broil on and standing in front of it. It was that hot.
He says he heard glass shatter and the windows break. That's when he looked outside and saw people jumping from the third-story windows.
I felt the thump. And I felt the thump, and I live across the street. That's how hard he hit the ground.
He says as he rushed to help, he heard the girl who just jumped crying for her dog, who was still inside. The dog, he says, who barked and alerted the two who jumped that there was even a fire.
I ran up and tried to kick the door open. I tried to get it open, but I couldn't. So honestly, in my eyes, that dog's a hero. It deserves a funeral, for real. That dog is a hero.
Battle the blaze.
It'll be a loss. It'll be a loss to our community, and hopefully things will work out. Maybe they can rebuild.
Shortly after 1 this morning, volunteer firefighters in Delta, York County, were passing by the Delta Pizza Shop on Main Street. They noticed smoke coming from the back of the building, so they called it in and returned with the trucks.
By the time we got here, we had fire through the roof, heavy smoke pushing out the second floor.
The fire started in the back of the building and quickly spread through the first-floor pizza shop and then the apartments upstairs.
By the time the crews could get back to the second floor, the majority of the second floor was gone. So they could do minimal, and then we've been going back to ladder pipe operations.
While dealing with a collapsed roof, crews realized the hydrant system was not adequate to fight the flame.
Getting water up here, the hydrant system, didn't quite carry us. We had to set up and do tanker shuttle.
The Delta Cardiff Volunteer Fire Company confirms one firefighter suffered some minor injuries and about 10 people were displaced from the apartments. Many in the small community came out to watch the local pizza shop, a community landmark, burn.
Buildings can be replaced, lives can't, and very fortunate that everyone did get out.
From York County, Brandy Mang, CBS 21 News. Shooting through the roof of this restaurant. We have some video from earlier this morning. They tell us that pretty much water was the main obstacle today. This is pretty much a rural area. The chief says it is expected that, you're not going to have fire hydrants everywhere you need them. So they did take this fire to a 4.5 alarm fire to get all the tankers in here. They had to really truck in some water, but they said they were able to get it under control within about an hour and a half or so. Some of the employees came out. They got the call that the restaurant was on fire. They're devastated. We spoke with a cook who said he just can't believe what's happened.
I can't believe this was beautiful place, clean place, nice, with everybody working there, the customer, everybody was very nice people to work with, and I don't know what happened.
Out of their homes after a fire in Harrisburg. Flames started around midnight in the 2500 block of Lexington Street and quickly spread from the first to the second floor. We're told 11 people were evacuated, no one injured. One man was alerted to the flames by his neighbor actually banging on doors. He's thankful for him this morning.
He was saying fire, fire, and he's running back and forth banging on doors, man, and I don't know who else heard him, but I know I sure did.
Fire crews tell us they believe the fire started because of an electrical issue on the first floor. Still taking a look at that. The acting fire chief, Brian Enterline, says he's personally searching for places where the fire victims can spend Thanksgiving today.